Hi, I'm Lashon and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here and you want to be inspired on a daily basis, then this is the perfect place for you. Start now by subscribing and clicking the bell. Hello. My name is Lashon and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a very simple lifestyle vlog where I get here every morning and I try to uplift, encourage, and inspire as many people as I possibly can. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am the divorced mother of 3 adult children. I have 2 boys and a girl. I am a United States Navy veteran. I'm also a surgical tech. I am disabled and I work full-time here now from my home. I am a hustler. That's right, I'm a hustler. I get up every day and I work. I do something for my YouTube channel every single day. And I love what I do. I love to help people, uplift people, encourage people, and talk about the love of the Lord. That's right. So this is my new intro. So here I am. And if you like what you see, click like, share, comment, and come back here on a daily basis. So here's today's video. Hey YouTube, it's me Lashon and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to talk to you today about finding self-love and self-care for yourself. That's right, finding it for yourself. You don't have to search on YouTube. You don't have to search for a book. You can find self-love, self-care, self-worth, and self-esteem all in yourself. It begins and it ends with you. It's really that simple. I've been searching and searching and searching. And when I had my kids at home, I found time for self-love and self-care. I had no choice. My schedule was so incredibly busy that if I didn't slow down long enough, I would get sick again. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was at the brink of making the most money I ever made in my life as a certified first assist, I was working long hours and I really enjoyed the checks as they were being deposited in the bank. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. That's what I do here. And so I really enjoyed making money. And there's really nothing wrong with that. It's a sense of security. I do believe I thought back in those days. Now, it wasn't that far back that I can't remember. I'm talking, if this 2024, let's say 15 years, because I've been in Jacksonville for a long time. But let's just go back 15 years at the brink of my busyness. So I had 3 children. 2 was in high school, 1 was in middle school, and I was doing my very best to, actually, Lodge was through school. Lodge wasn't in school. Lyric was in high school. Patrick was at Ocean Way, he was at the middle school. And so I had 2. Elijah wasn't living at home anymore, because I want to go to this point of the story. If I go back further, I could tell more stories, but I want to start with when I got sick. Well, I was working really long hours and I was fine. I was a little run down and I knew that I was having a fatigue issue because I would sit on the couch with the kids. I would wear my personal scrubs to work, and then once you get to work as a scrub tech, you put on their scrubs. So I never wore dirty scrubs home. I first want to tell you that. I had clean ones, and so I would come home and I'd be sitting on the couch. One of the children might be coming up to me and ask me a question. Elijah, the oldest, might be texting me, and maybe the youngest was asking about homework. I had a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I remember, like, that next day when I opened up my phone, it was a picture of me with my mouth open, snoring, sleep. And my head was back on the couch and I was out cold. I don't remember that. But my daughter took that picture and she was like, "Ma, you always fall asleep. You fat." I was like, maybe I got a problem or something. I did not realize it was that bad. So I wasn't eating particularly right. I was grabbing something. Like I'd stop at churches or um, mostly Kentucky though. I'd have to say Kentucky Fried Chicken was my obsession back then. Um, I like Church's chicken though, but not every day is real greasy. And so what I did was I would just stop through the drive-through and get something and take it. Like I would get a couple of pieces. I'd eat a piece before I go to work, and the rest would be my lunch, and I put in the fridge at work. So I wasn't eating my best. I really wasn't. I knew I was diabetic. I just was doing whatever I wanted to do because I had no consequence. I'm pretty sure that's the best way to put it. So anyway, let's fast forward. So this a couple of weeks after my daughter took that picture. I was on Beach Boulevard turning into Southside. It's a long delayed light there if you want to make a left turn. So I always got in the left lane because it's 2 lanes that turn left, but that right lane ends after a while and you got to blend in. So I just always go to the left. So I'm waiting. All of a sudden I hear bump, people blowing behind me. And so I like sprouted up, like somebody called my name and scared me and made the turn, but the light was changing. So the light was like yellow to red, so it was really close. And I made the turn. And I didn't think none of it exactly at that point because I lived not far from there. I lived maybe 4 lights from there. So I got home and everything. And that's when I realized, I said, did I just fall asleep? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep. Now I have no proof. But I remember telling my son Patrick that I think I might got a ticket because that particular light was one of the ones that, I don't know if they got it in your city, your town, but the ones that write you a ticket. So anyway, he looked it up and I did get a ticket. I think it was like $200, I don't know. But it was running a red light. And I said, I did not run that light, Patrick. And I guess he know how to maneuver it. And he pulled it up. They take a picture of your plates. They take a picture of the light. And they take a picture of who driving. Okay. So you can't say it wasn't you. Okay. So it took the picture. And I did run that light. The light was basically yellow to red. And I'm pretty sure I was asleep. And so I said, you know what? I need to make a doctor's appointment. So not that day. I went home and I laid down because part of it is I wasn't resting properly. I was off the next day and got on the phone and tried to make an appointment for the same day. But if you do anything with the VA, you know ain't no way you're going to get a same day. And if you do, you're the luckiest person on the planet. So they told me they could see me in 2 weeks. So I went on and made the appointment for like 8 o'clock in the morning because I worked 7 p to 7 a. So I figured I could go to that appointment and then go home and lay down for work. And so I made the appointment. So let's fast forward, I don't know, about 5 more days. And I had did 3 days in a row. And then they asked if people could stay for the next shift. And I said no. I knew my body was tired. So we just had a difficult case without going into details. The case went over my time a little bit. So I remember feeling a little lightheaded. And I remember, I'm a surgical tech, so you want to keep your area sterile. You don't want to get it contaminated. So it's things you do so that'll never happen. So I start feeling lightheaded. So I'm not gonna say the doctor name. I said, hey doc, I'm feeling really lightheaded. I'm not gonna mess up the sterile. I don't remember anything after that. I remember stepping back. So when I fell backwards, away from the sterile. Everything is in front of you when you're a surge tech. Everything is in front of you and to the right side of you. So I got the surgeon over here who I'm passing instruments to. I got the table where I'm getting the instruments from and the person on the table. So I stepped back and fell back. Nowhere near none of the sterile instruments and everything. So the next thing I knew, I woke up. I was in the emergency room on my way to ICU. And that is the basis of the story. But I'm finna tell you what happened. I had been experiencing really low lows with my blood glucose levels. And I hadn't even realized it because I've always been a type 2 diabetic with really high blood glucose levels, dangerously high, where, people lose limbs and things of that nature. So I never had experienced lows since I was pregnant with my son Elijah, because just for history, I developed gestational diabetes in 1991 when I was pregnant with my first child. So I hadn't had lows since 1991. And fast forward all the way, I hadn't had lows. So that is when the doctor told me, look here, player, you are sick, you very, 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 very sick. You in ICU, and she said you seized, and your blood glucose level was 17. That's right, 17. I don't even know if I knew who was who or what was what, but when she was talking to me, I said, I see two of you standing there. And she said it's going to take a while for things, that feeling that you got, the lightheadedness, the fatigue, the blurry vision. And she said, you are one lucky girl. And one, I was lucky I wasn't driving. That's one. Because I knew for a fact at that very moment that all those signs that I was having those were my lows. But because I'm not eating right, I'd have a low, right? And then I eat a piece of chicken from Kentucky Fried Chicken and some Dr. Pepper, and whoop, it'll spot up again. See, none of that was healthy living. None of that was healthy living. That's how I was living, because that's the only way I knew how. But I just wanted the gratification of the money at the moment. I wasn't taking care of myself or trying to make sure I was okay. That's a long me ago. I'm a different person now, and my goal is to be healthy every single day. I do every single one of my doctor's appointments. I come here, I go see my specialist when I have to. I pay special attention to my eyes, which is today, and I pay close attention to my feet, which is the podiatrist. That's very important if you're diabetic. Neuropathy, things of that nature that come up. So you really, really need to have a relationship with the podiatrist, the optometrist, the ophthalmologist, and the did I say glasses is glasses? Oh, diabetes would be endocrinologist. Your thyroid, all those things. And I am on top of everything. I ain't no superwoman or nothing like that. I'm not trying to overdo it. I'm just trying to live as long as I possibly can so that I can be here with my 3 children. They are the love of my life. I love them with everything that's inside of me. And I don't have any grandchildren. I'm still waiting, but they not ready. So instead of me praying for great grandchildren, I'm praying that all their dreams come true, that everything that they aspire come true, because they are putting everything else in front of that. And so if they don't want to have children right now, then that'll just be me with no grandchildren. But I'm happy and joyful. Every day I wake up, I'm happy, I'm thankful, and I'm grateful. And so this story time was just a reminder to tell you, this is my life update, this is what's happened. But I wanted to tell you that story. I wanted to take that snippet out and tell it to you, because a lot of us are just for the moment. What are we doing? Self-gratification. This is what we're doing right now. We're not taking care of self-love, self-care. So I didn't know all that back then. But now, self-love, self-care, self-worth is all important to me. And I practice it every single day as I take my first breath. And so my reminder to you today is put yourself first. You deserve it. You are beautiful. You are phenomenal. You are a child of God. And I'm here and I'm still standing, but only by the grace of God. And I thank him every day for saving me, because I got so many things that I want to see. Okay? So I thank you for joining me today. And what we're going to do now is we're going to breathe in and breathe out so we can get our day started. You ready? Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. We thank you, Father. We thank you for this day. We are so grateful, Father, that you woke us up this morning. And we just want to give you thanks, Father. Say thank you, thank you, thank you for waking us up. And please remember self-love and self-care as you head out into your day. Okay? So have a good day. Have a blessed day. And remember, God loves you, and so do I. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you guys for watching today. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Take a minute to leave a comment. I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.